Hey guys, so we're gonna do a reading. It's been a while. I know it's been a while. My last video I did predict Trump would do the debate. Our new and I'm sure most of you guys saw the debate. It was pretty bad, huh? For Trump. It's a bad night for Trump. And he's been up there lying, basically saying he won the debate. We all know what we saw. I mean, even people on Fox News are saying, no, you had a bad night, you know. So it's more just if you say a lie over and over, eventually people believe it. And of course, his very biggest fans in MAGA world are going to sit there and say, you know, that he won the election and all that stuff. So, and by the way, I got to be on my phone this time. Sorry about that. I don't know if Onyx sat on my laptop and killed it. It's under warranty. I'll be back on that later and stuff. But we're going to do a read. Now, you guys know, if you've been following, I'm not reading the election itself. Not this time. I did read last time. I told you guys Biden would win. I told you it would go to court. There would be a dispute of the election, all of that. But I also said no matter what this shit was going on, he would be sworn in. So, but one of the things I did is, even though I said I feel like Spirit doesn't want me necessarily to predict this election because we're going to have some timeline splittings here. This is unique. This is a unique one that is going on. Okay, so that's why I've told people, get your house in order. If you want to be on the right timeline, visualize the outcome you desire. Do not let the fear take over. And if you guys notice what is going on, the collective, love or fear, those are the two choices being offered. And you notice the Harris campaign, love and positivity, fear mongering, okay, with Trump. It's right there. But there was something interesting. I want to say this. You guys know how I kind of feel. I've got a video talking about, is he the Antichrist? Now, there is a Antichrist or the Antichrist. Well, they kind of seem like they're going like this. Okay. And I talk about some of the scriptures and things and the reason why he fills the bill. Okay, but I feel like the collective is also making him fill the bill. No Antichrist can be in power unless the people elevate him and fuel him. Okay, that's what it thinks. If you don't want an Antichrist running the country, don't vote for it. I mean, it's that simple. Okay, but we have a little bit of a challenge election. This is what I'm going to read on. When I did the reading, if Biden would drop out, I said yes when we got to it. And I also said, if you watch the video, guys, a strong feminine energy is surfacing in this one. I mean, we had the Empress, we had the Queens and stuff. And there was even Marianne Williamson. You guys know I was supporting her, but I was always ready if Kamala became the candidate as well. There was certain things with that. Kamala did show up in that reading, but we ended with the Chariot. And the Chariot can mean victory. So even though I said I wasn't necessarily going to read the election because there's this strange timeline thing going on, it looks like the answer to the question who wins the election is in that reading. Okay, so there's one of the things you don't want to do as a tarot reader is ever read the same question more than once. Okay, that's one thing you don't want to do because then the cards will scatter and it gets a very big mess. It looks like Spirit answered the question who the winner would be. But there is one thing here. It's not this simple of an election. We're pretty sure, if you guys have been paying attention to the news, they're going to try to cheat. Okay, we know that. They tried that last time. They weren't very prepared. Maybe they thought Trump had it in the bag or something. There was a last minute scramble to try to cheat. It was a disaster. They tried taking it to court. I'm sure they had a little plan for that, but then there's a huge insurrection and all this nonsense. It was absolutely ridiculous and stuff. So, but there are several things here. Are the guardrails of the Constitution strong enough? Okay, there's that. And also, could they find a way like not certifying votes to tick it off in swing states? Because we know it really comes down to the swing states, guys, not necessarily the actual count of votes, because it's all fucked up. It's a bunch of fuckery in this country. So one of the things I'm going to look at, though we've got the answer of the question, is will the cheating be successful, or will it be thwarted in this election? So that's what we're going to look at today. That's one of the things and stuff. So I'm going to be answering it in a little bit different way. And one of the things is there a force that can stop the cheating? Because they're going to cheat, guys. And of course, I hope we can, you know, he just needs to go to jail. That's what it is. He's running from his fate. But, okay, so Seven of Swords is normally my cheaty card, Ten of Swords, stuff like that. We're going to look for it. So, the first card is the World card is popping up in here. And let me try to fix this a little bit better. I know it's kind of tricky. Okay, we're going to do our best. All right. Okay, that's about the best I could get it. So one of the things is, what that Harris has been saying is turn the page. Go into a new cycle. And there is also, when we look at the universe or the World card, several things here as we want to turn that page, but even the planet is at risk if the wrong guy gets in office. He is basically, Trump has said to his billionaire friends, you know, especially those who do what they do to the planet, you know, and everything and its resources, give me $1 billion, I'll give you what you want. He's pretty much said that. He's selling the planet for $1 billion. So I know what Spirit wants is Spirit wants the planet protected. That's, believe it or not, guys, is probably the #1 deal here. Okay, so, you know, I know that energy wants the planet protected, but going into a new cycle, okay, turning the page, that kind of energy. Okay, that's been a campaign thing she has talked about and stuff. And then we got the Four of Swords, energy truce. So what is a truce? Two sides don't like each other, but they agree to kind of lay down arms and things like that. Truce, I feel, is one of the things Spirit wants. Okay, you guys disagree on certain things here, you know, certain policies or whatever. Spirit definitely doesn't want any kind of battles, fighting, craziness and stuff. And a lot of people also don't want that either. Just, you know, okay, maybe you guys don't like each other, but can you lay down arms? Let's see what's in the hidden area and stuff. So one of the things, getting the balance. We've got the Temperance card. That's the Art card. Getting the balance between the two sides. This is the desire of Spirit and stuff. In achieving this, there's a strong force that wants this and everything. And now we've got the Eight of Pentacles energy. That is the Prudence card, doing the right thing and so forth. There's a lot of people working on things though. So I want to go ahead and reassure, I've got a positive energy here. Even though there's people that are calculating to cheat, there is another force that is calculating to make sure this election is fair. So it's not like they're just sitting there, you know, you could say the other side, I guess I'm gonna have to say it that way, sitting on their hands going, oh, these guys are gonna cheat, what can we do? There is a plan, but they're being very, all warfare is based on deception, quiet about it, okay? So there is something going on, but they're not showing their hand. We got that Chariot. We got that Victory card. Now, the Victory card, the Chariot, was the end if Biden would drop out in that reading. There was this strong feminine energy that came forward, ending with the Chariot. The victory is there. It shows up again. So I do have this energy here, which is very positive. The other side understands there's going to be some fuckery. They've got a plan and they're working on it, but they're being quiet about it. Okay, so don't necessarily think, even though there's some fear there, oh, they're going to do this, that, they might not certify votes, they're going to try to throw it to the House, the Supreme Court. They're working on something here. They've got a plan, but they're not going to say it out loud, which is very smart. Let's look what's coming up. The energy here, it's only 2 months away. Stop. So we got the Prince of Swords energy popping up in there. He's normally the Knight of Swords for me and stuff, but I feel, oh, there you go. You got the Truth. Now let's talk about that. Let me pull up with that, because that was something. I was watching a video where somebody was talking about people that are under the strong delusion, okay, of everything that's going on with Trump. The strong delusion, believing lies. You know, especially him trying to come out that he can save us from World War III, that he can save America and all this shit. Okay, you know, all of this. Trying to be the savior, like, oh, kick Jesus out of the way. I'm the guy. And you got people even calling him a Messiah and the chosen one and all kinds of things. But the strong delusion is a very powerful thing. It is in 2 Thessalonians. And a lot of people are under it. And that's why if you are not MAGA and you look at MAGA people who only see him as the truth speaker, you may be mystified. But they have been so calculatedly brainwashed up to the point. So one of the things I noticed when I was watching some former MAGA people who came out of the spell and even acknowledge that they were under the strong delusion formerly. What are the things I noticed, because I was watching a video where it showed comments from several MAGA people who admitted they were under the spell, okay? But the one thing they did, more than one of them, there were several, what snapped them out of it is this. So if you guys know any friends that are MAGA, that are, the cognitive dissonance isn't helping, they're, no matter what, they're clinging, tell them this. Ask God to show you the truth. Because this is what the people did, and this is the thing that broke the spell. Ace of Swords is about the truth. It's also Archangel Michael's weapon. What they did was say, God, please show me the truth. And one of the things they said is, God opened their eyes. That's, then when I was looking at it, I realized the only thing that is going to break the strong delusion of MAGA is when people, I mean, because, you know, you see it. I mean, there's, you know, we got evidence, we got documents in the bathroom, they selling out America, got porn stars, we got, you know, all the craziness, you know, the insurrection before everybody's eyes, all of this fucking shit, and people still support him. Okay, but the one thing that broke this spell for many people is when they, because ask and you'll receive, God, show me the truth. That's the only antidote to the strong delusion, is when the person asks God to open their eyes, because God will. God is waiting for those people to go to God, not Trump for the truth, not him, but go to God for the truth and say, show me the truth. Because if you go to him, the Antichrist, and ask him to show the truth, it's pure lies. He throws truth to the ground, like the scriptures say. I mean, he's literally got a website called True Social, which is throwing truth to the ground. Okay, he says they're eating cats and dogs in Springfield, guys. Springfield is the home of Homer Simpson and Bart Simpson, guys. You know, I mean, come on, we got to wake up, snap out of it. So the one thing that will snap them out of it, ask your friends, ask God to show you the truth and open your eyes, and God will. And all of a sudden, here comes, oh, this spell is broken. That's the only way that they will snap out of it. They have to want it. They have to actually want the truth. And they have to stop going to the Antichrist for the truth, and they need to go to God for the truth. That is the way to break the spell. Just like when we talk in magic, how do you break a spell, a curse, is that? That's how to break the curse. It's the only way. Okay, so far there is a plan. There is a plan to kind of thwart any kind of cheating here. So let's see, what is at the crown? What is visible though? Virtue, 3 of Wands. So what are the things that card is popping up in there? The truth, virtue, goodness, and everything. There is a path. There is an alignment here that is popping up. A lot of this is looking positive so far, but we're not done. What's coming up? Oh, ruin, 10 of Swords. Okay, so one of the things we can definitely calculate is per this debate and everything that went on, that was, you know, pretty bad for Trump. I know that's Trump. That's definitely not Kamala. She's rising. Let's look at Kamala's position. We got the completion card that is popping up in there. So we got the Four of Wands. She is offering stability, and she is the change. This is positive energy. This is Jupiter and Capricorn energy popping up in here and stuff. There's a lot of turning the page energy and offering stability. What's Trump's cards? And stuff. So Knight of Discs, he's trying to appeal to the working person, the working class person. We do see that and everything. He's still trying to stick with that. But he does get the Three of Cups energy popping up in there. Is he celebrating too soon, though? Okay, there's that. Hold on. We're not done. That is his card, Knight of Swords energy. What is the outcome? And will the cheating be successful? What we look at that? Disappointment. So Three of Cups is popping up in there, but then there is a silver lining. So one of the things I do feel in this that is going on so far, at least there is a certain timeline. Sorry, guys, I have to keep straightening this and stuff. We've got the victory card is popping up in there. I do feel Kamala is going to win this. Okay, I do feel she's going to win this. The virtue, she's got this kind of energy there and everything. This turning the page, and the very first card being the World is pretty powerful. Okay, Spirit definitely wants to go on. As Spirit can elevate who they want to be a leader. Okay, we know that stuff. But also with that energy, with that Five of Cups, you know, popping up in there, remember the Three Cups are spilled. So I feel like he gets his hopes up, he wins, but the Three Cups are down and stuff. And then also the Two Cups stand behind, there is a silver lining. So I feel like he feels, no matter what's going on, that there's some kind of plan that whether she wins or not thwarts it, that can flirt it and cheat, but he's going to be disappointed in the end. It's not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work because here he has the Three Cups in his position. Oh yeah, I'm going to win no matter what because we got a plan. Okay, and then they're spilled in the end. Okay, and disappointment. It's not going to go well. That is also Mars in Scorpio energy. It will be in Scorpio energy when we have this election and stuff. Truth is going to prevail and stuff. And I feel like one of the things is more people, I don't know what's going to happen all leading up to the next 2 months, but I feel Spirit's going to be doing some more things to try to open people's eyes. Some more stuff is going to come up. I feel it's going to be big, but we do have that Chariot. And so ultimately, like I said, I wasn't necessarily going to predict this election, but you know, because I definitely felt a timeline. I've got a timeline that could go, you know, we got one way and stuff. We want to be on the right timeline and stuff, but in that energy, I feel he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have it in the bag. I'm gonna have my victory lap there with the Three of Cups, you know, boop boop. But the outcome is no, you don't. Okay, so whatever kind of cheating they got going on, it looks like it's not going to be effective. Now, of course, what we got to do, no matter what readings are going on, no matter what polls are going on, no matter what is going on, we got to vote. That's the main thing we got to do. So one thing you can do powerfully, vote, oh yeah, and pray. All right, have a good one, guys.